What is up, guys? It's me, the ALE Double X Prince. Um, so I watched the 24 documentary of The Miz. I was just doing it out of curiosity, and one of the things that I got was that consistent story about The Miz getting kicked out for eating a piece of chicken and not being welcomed back until The Undertaker let him back out. And this story from The Miz was brought back over and over and over, like to the point where it's just like, okay, like naturally, if you're repeating a story that much, you're just constantly Googling who the hell kicked the Miz out of the locker rooms. And the answer is, well, you guessed it, Chris Benoit. The story has been proven by John Morrison. Miz has said it outside of the WWE that it was Chris Benoit. And that's the question I'm leaving behind. It seems that a lot of people are now referencing Chris Benoit just out of the blue. Like, I remember on SummerSlam 2018, there was an interview, like what's where they asked him like, "What's your favorite SummerSlam moment?" And he said like, "Oh, Randy Orton becoming world champion when he beat Benoit," and he did it in a way that was kind of childish and like, "Oh, I referenced Chris Benoit," and even Sasha Banks will constantly tweet about Chris Benoit. And I don't know why everybody just starts referencing him. Like, I understand when it's like Chris Jericho or Kurt Angle outside of WWE. Kurt Angle did it in the WWE, which I think was dumb of him. But I've seen Jericho avoids bringing up Benoit ever. But over time, it seems like it's just very open to just say the name Chris Benoit in WWE. Even to the point where it's just like, it's Chris Benoit, but like I know we can't say that. Like, I remember there was a big controversial thing with the Thunderdome where they put pictures of Benoit, just to get attention. To those people, I say, fuck you. You know what you're doing. You just want attention. So, should Chris Benoit be mentioned again? And honestly, no. I don't think the man should be referenced. I don't think you have to constantly go out of your way and then go, "Oh, you piece of shit." Like, what happened happened. What happened can't be undone, and it's just shady that just like people just want to bring him up just so they could get a reaction. That is sick because this man's a murderer and he killed his wife and son. So the fact that you guys just bring it up like just like a regular basis, like it's okay to mention it. Like if you make a video where let's say you review WrestleMania 20, naturally Benoit's in there. So uh yeah, there's no like way around it. But now it's gotten to the point where you're just referencing Benoit just to get attention. Even Batista got an interview about it. Like, I don't know why people are bringing him up again. That should not be a thing. Um, I completely agree because it's like I remember when Owens referenced Benoit afterwards, it was like kind of a downfall from there. Like even Sasha Banks, like she was going downhill ever since they referenced Benoit, and I don't want to say good for them. They don't. They're really talented people, but at the same time, why are you just doing shit just to troll the audience? Like that's just not okay, and it's just really bad. Like luckily, Sasha Banks is at a great state right now, and Owens comes and goes. But I really am just questioning why is it okay to like reference like do these I could probably see that these new young talents never were in the locker room they when Benoit was around. Like the only thing close that we've gotten to people who worked with Benoit or around the same time as Benoit were probably Randy Orton, Edge, um, Miz and Morrison, of course, and trying to think. Oh, Rey Mysterio, of course. How the hell did I forget that name? So, so obviously there's parts where you have no choice but to mention him. Hell, I remember one of the best things that was happening. I remember it was a Comic Con 2012. It was CM Punk, Sheamus, and Zack Ryder. And someone asked like, "Oh, are you guys trying to hide Chris Benoit?" And CM Punk's like, "No, we're not. But due to the thing that he did, we shouldn't really mention him." Don't get me wrong; he's in the history books. He's been a world champion. He's main evented a WrestleMania. He's done it all that was possible in the WWE, even WWF and WCW. But to just reference him and then people could search up like, "Holy fuck!" And that, don't get me wrong, you guys saw Dark Side of the Ring. You guys know that the WWE, that was the breaking point of them. That was the point where everything changed. They had to go PG. They had to take the things serious. The concussions. They should have been taking care of that for years. Honestly, like way before what Benoit did. Probably like in the '90s at best. But yeah, but to just constantly just bring him up out of the blue just to get a reaction is sickening. I think it's disgusting and stupid. And I get it, the Miz did have to bring up that story of like how life was when he was not getting being treated with respect. However, to constantly bring up that story is just making you desperate for attention. Like, because all I can think about is they're constantly bringing this story, so you think that Benoit is worse than he already is, and yeah, like what the fuck else are you going to do? Um, other than consistent just bringing this story up, like stop it, like uh, yeah, like it was mentioned like at best four, five, six times in that in that documentary, so just fucking stop it. That's all I'm asking for. Benoit should just not be mentioned again. And if you're doing it just for an attention grabber, shame on you. Anyways, that's me, the AOE Double X Prince. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And until then, I'm out.